Get up and go morning show. Machel Montano HD inside Nikki Raw Tweez. Machel, okay, we spoke about the music, the albums. You're coming up in film now, movie star.
Excited about that.
And
I want to see how you're gonna act. I'm watching you, you know.
Everything happening at the same time. You know, this 9 years this movie was brought to me.
okay.
And it was a real struggle for people for them to get the funding. I had times that I said, look, I'll just lean on me. I'll trade my 2 cents. But we had a lot of people who came in to support. People like Renta David Budu Singh, the TNT Film Company eventually, Caribbean Airlines, Hilton, THA, Digicel, and of course Junior Sammy, who's always been a supporter of the culture and supported us.
I can't wait to see it. To just see it under different umbrella.
I've never acted before, except acting. What was the thing we doing? He was in that.
Oh yeah.
In the Savannah. Cleopatra. Cinderella. Cinderella.
The Cinderella thing. You want to do it with Cinderella.
Oh, they got paid for that? Oh, they can't remember the name of the thing, so.
Machel, we get paid.
That's why. That's why. Oh, I don't remember.
But
Anyway, a lot of people don't know because we know that you're kind of behind the scenes kind of guy, and what you do, it comes from the heart, especially when it comes to charity. And now we're hearing about the Machel Montano Foundation for Greatness.
What is that
about? Well, the Foundation for Greatness was supposed to be launched a few years ago, and actually, the person who was in charge and who was going to help me curate it and organize it, sadly, has been snuffed. I was trying to be old Dina Sital. May she rest in peace. And so we have to pick it back up in our memory and for what it stands for. But the Machel Montano Foundation for Greatness is just my way of attacking mediocrity in this nation. We hardly encourage young people to be great. We encourage them to grow up and just have a job and do your job. I always remember my father saying to me, you're going to leave school, My mother's crying. I'm going to leave school. I just couldn't take no more sine, cosine, tangent.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do music. But I wanted to show them that I had integrity in what I was doing, and I would keep integrity. And my father said, look, know that you're not clocking no card here. You ain't going to clock something 8 o'clock and clock something 4 o'clock and then
somebody watching you. And
you going to work. What you put in is what you're going to get out. You're working for yourself is 24 hours a day. And that caused me to shake up my own self and say, I had to make them proud. Even though it looked like something I was doing wasn't the norm, wasn't something that was, a lawyer, a doctor, a actuary, or all these big jobs.
Not sure about the money. That's a big thing on the artist. What about the money?
You know what I mean?
Can you live off of it?
And I wanted to do my thing so serious that I always try to have integrity, and I always remember one day saying to myself, what it is I admire in people, and I admire greatness. I admire great people like Michael Jackson, Sade, the Bee Gees, the Beatles, everybody coming up, Sting, that was great. They had something great about them. And then I started realizing I admire Sparrow and Kitchener, and then I started realizing I admire Sony and Apple and great companies. Apple, Sony,
Samsung.
Not Samsung. Copycats do get copycat and imitation.
No, we don't fight right now, right?
Follow us, right? Anyway, Nikki, so I was saying, I admire greatness, and I was like, well, what is greatness? And I started reading a lot of books on Mahatma Gandhi, and I read about Marcus Garvey, and I read about Mandela. I read the autobiographies, I read their books, and I read Malcolm X, and it was so intense for me to read this. I always remember, especially Mandela, the long walk, Long Walk to Freedom. I was running home every day just to read this book, and I was taking up to see what made these men so great, what made them so iconic. I even read Mother Teresa book, the Dalai Lama, and I started studying, just some simple beliefs, simple things that they decided to do for very simple reasons, and they affect not only the people around them, the communities, but ultimately they affected themselves. It was a belief that they held for themselves. So, you know, that's why I found my belief, and I say, you know, for years now I say, you know, my objective every day is to make music reflect the highest expression of who I am and take it to the corners of the globe. So I do whatever it is to take it to the corners of the globe, but then I break it up. Every day I get up and make music. Every day, how do I make music reflecting the highest expression of who I am? I have to just become a higher expression of myself. You know, become better at what you do, think with the upper part of your body and the lower part of your body. You know, and just become a higher, you know, higher based individual with more depth. So I wanted to say to the young people now, how could I set that, and that gave me my foundation for greatness. You know, my own self, not wanting to disappoint my parents, wanting to be great like the people that I read about. And I said the foundation for greatness will encourage young people to be great, especially young people who don't have two parents, who don't have the proper parenting, who don't have brothers and sisters, who don't have the resources. And I decided to go into the poor communities now and set up like little libraries, you know, and libraries where they will read about great people. These like little houses, stories of great people, and not just the Mandela, you know, but the Brian Lara and the Dwight York, and you know, even the guy in your village who might have done something and nobody knows about him. Yet, you know, he might not have a book, you know, he may have a story that everybody know, but you know, the foundation for greatness will videotape, we'll do documentaries, we'll do video, we'll have iPads, we'll have, you know, screens, we'll have movies sometimes, but it's just all geared at encouraging youth to connect that all these people who you consider to be great, they were really just like you. Some of them didn't have parents, some of them didn't have support, some of them didn't have money, some of them didn't have legs.
So inspiration and motivation.
Yeah.
Motivate them to be great.
It ties into what you were talking about this morning about remembering. You know, we can't forget the people that have laid the way for us, that we need to learn from and remember their greatness, so we could in turn continue the greatness.
But I mean, it's automatic. People like Sparrow and Kitchener. You know, I will always never forget Sparrow, Kitchener, Super Blue, Gypsy and all. You know, Scrunter, David Rudder, Tambu.
So many people that we stand up Song Revolution, Colin Lucas, these, you know, Firefly, Ronnie McIntosh. These people we stand up on the side of the stage, Nappy, and I remember Nappy because I was riding upon them. We wanted to be great like them. We thought they were great. We thought Ronnie was the greatest thing when he put on the church and come out from behind us. We know him since he was percussion, you know, and come out and start to command the crowd. And you know, when I see Super Blue throwing the mic, that's when I wanted to sing soca. Kitchener performing Cockroach in a petticoat. You know, hearing that people like Leston Paul, Pelham Goddard, everybody that we grew up watching and feeling they were great, we tried to emulate that greatness. Because you know, the young kids look up to Machel, and some, and the ones who, in your position, where you and Nappy were standing on the side of the stage, they have little boys and little girls standing up on the side of the stage watching Machel and want to be the great Machel Montano. So it's important to leave that legacy.
Well, it's important to lead by example. And when people watch me, you know, Instagram is one of the greatest tools, because you're seeing your way in life. You know, I do make up my Instagram. My Instagram is what I do every day, and I lead by example. And I have chosen to give people that view, to use technology to show them the traditions, my traditions, and to show them the truth in real time as it's happening, you know. So, you know, you have to embrace the technology. You have to be grounded in your traditions, in your ancestors, in your forefathers, in your parents. My parents are my greatest heroes, you know, because they are normal people. You know, I always tell my mother that she's one of the greatest I ever see. I'm most impressed by her. She don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't party, she don't want no man. You know what I mean? She just wanted to work and work for her children and sacrifice and work for other people's children too, you know, and that is great. My father is the same thing. He wants to love and host and, you know, be nice to everybody, and those things to me take me really far.
So Machel, every year you reinvent yourself, right? What's up for 2015? Every year we know you had HD, Double M. We're coming with for 2015.
You type on, boy, remember them days? But I mean, now, you know, now the whole philosophy has become and started to grow is monk. You know,
monk.
Yeah,
M-O-N-K.
My new sobriquet.
is Monk Monte.
Monte.
Monte! You know, everybody used to see my father, but Monte! Well, I take it a little different. He's Monty, M-O-N-T-Y, but I am Monte.
Monte.
So scrapping HD is what they say.
Yeah, well, HD gone.
Alright.
Where's you going?
HD gone. I mean, listen, this thing about scrapping and reinventing and, you know, it's just about keeping myself interested in me.
Alright.
Because once I stay interested in me, I'm paying attention to my life, I'm loving myself, you know, I will always be interested in doing what I do. And
What does monk
better.
mean?
Monk stands
What is
for...
monk?
Well, first of all, Monk Monte.
Monte.
Tay.
It's like a freshwater accent.
T-A-E with a tilde.
Oh, Monte.
Or T-A-E accent.
I just came back and it's, oh my God, it's Monte already?
Monte. Monte. You know, but it's like for me, this is the monk philosophy for me is music of new knowledge. And I say music of new knowledge when I localize it. But if you want to, you know, zoom out a little bit, is a movement of new knowledge. And this is part of the remembered. You know, I urge everybody to go out and watch the movie, The Book of Life. I don't know if it was here yet, but it's about the story of the Mexican tradition Cinco de Mayo, the cartoon with Manolo.
Manolo.
Right, where he played the guitar. And the whole thing is about based on the life of the remember, the land of the remembered and the land of the forgotten. And I say that, you know, this is supposed to be the land of the remembered. Because we all here remember, and the people who go on and those past the elders and the ancestors of the land of the forgotten. But really and truly, we live in the land of the forgotten. You know, we're forgetting who we are, we're forgetting our relationships with each other.
Forgetting manners, little basics.
We're forgetting love.
Love,
is the true essence of us. You know, we forget these things, so sometimes we see separation, you know. Like I putting up pictures on my Instagram. I just putting up things that motivate me. And I will put up a prayer, you know. Sometimes you see me, I put up a Buddha and I put up a Christian prayer. And there's a big battle between people on the Instagram. Oh, you could do that. And then you're confusing your ideologies. And first of all, none of it is an ideology. You know, I believe in all religions as equal because I believe in God. And at the end of the day, all of them is a conduit to the same thing.
But if you look at it, all religions have the same basic principles. They treat each other with love, love yourself, the basics.
Of course, and that's if you dig down and read them. But at the end of the day, you know, if you accept that we are all one, then you wouldn't be so jumpy to find differences and find separation. Yeah. You know, and the movement of new knowledge is a way, it's almost like a travel channel, but this time we're not going to places, and we're going to people.
So the meaning of monk is movement of new knowledge.
Music of new knowledge.
So wait, now I have to introduce you now.
Let me just expand a little bit and let me have some answer. But what's saying is the whole philosophy is about going in to bring out the best. A monk goes into himself to be silent. A monk have a vow of celibacy, a vow of silence, a vow of whatever. But we going in now, we going into communities, we going into people, we going into somebody, go into a relationship, go into yourself, but bring out the best. You know, don't try to bring out the worst thing in somebody, you know. A lot of this thing with Instagram, I watch that, you know, some people so at unrest that they feel that they must come on your Instagram to talk about or but you know, really and truly that is them. You know, that's all to do with them. Because you know what? Because you know what? Swipe to the left, delete.
We'll be right back with Machel Montano.
Squats.
You like squats?
I need squats. There's a difference. Nobody likes squats. I need them squats.
Hey!
Yeah.
As I heard this song, I remember the performance at Machel Monday this year. Wow!
Yeah, that was crazy, especially opening and big up to shout to the stage. The stage was our best so far.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, with us it's only gonna get better. So next year is going to be
2015 madness.
Ode to the Trinity Hills stage.
How are you introducing you? Machel, Monk, Mother.
Three are the very best in the business. I have to say that. You know, we only rolling in trees.
Alright.
And I don't want nobody to feel no way, but you know, these are three special people. I can't tell you who it is, but they're coming from all different corners of the globe.
Warm.
Well, tell us, understand that there's going to be a Machel Montano museum.
Yes. Well, everything we celebrate in 33 years.
Museum?
So of course, you know, Machel Monday 33, MM33 will be a 3-hour show.
Right.
3 hours of Machel, the 3 decades of Machel Montano. You know, the 3 dimensions, which will be past, present, and future. So when I say past, present, and future, we go into the hits. You know, the past hits, we go into the current hits, which is of the Trinity Hills album, which is going to be a lot of hits coming, you know. Get all your ads done because you need more space to play more music. I come in, yeah, like Baghdad, bombs over Baghdad, you understand? And then, well, the Machel Montano Museum, of course, will be celebrated because of the knowledge part of it. And the Machel Montano Museum is a 33-year archive.
So there's sweaty clothes and things will be in there too?
Yes, it's gonna have the uniforms, of course, the famous diaper from Pt.2 will be
That's
there.
still around, boy?
And most likely will be there on a life-size wax figure.
Nice.
Lady, don't get rid of nothing.
So you can take pictures of that, and of course you're going to see the Take Me Back Africa costume. You're going to see also we will have the Soul Train Award outfit, and most likely the Soul Train Award on display.
Right.
That's pretty cool when you think about it. 33 years you would have gathered.
Yes, so many things. From 1982, I have all my costumes. I mean, I have the outfit. You will see the outfit that I wore, Star Search with Egg McMahon.
Wow.
You know, will be there.
So all of this is going to be part of Machel Monday.
Well, this is part of the 33 years in the music business celebration.
Right.
And we decide to put the knowledge out there for the young people who.
But I mean, everything is going to be displayed.
Well, this is going to be displayed at Bossier House, around the Savannah. And this is going to be, it's launching on Monday the 15th of December. You know,
so this is where the museum is going to be set up.
The historic 100-year-old Bossier House around the Queen's Park, Savannah, right before the embassy. You know.
I've been seeing that building and wondering what they're going to do with it. It
has been refurbished, you know, again, and the exhibition will contain all the costumes, all the trophies, you know, the fan mail from 1986 or 82. Photography, of course, film. You'll be running DVDs and running, you know, different footage and vinyl records, cassette tapes, you know, memorabilia, everything.
Well, if you talk 33 years, you had to talk
yeah.
track and cassette and thing.
Yeah, all these scrapbooks, everything will be there. So you know, it's good for musicians and for artists who want to see what it's like to amass, you know, such amounts of legacy and a journey, and people will learn a lot. And you know, for students who want to
do it's pretty cool, Machel.
Yeah. Kind of things. Yeah,
because I think, you know, it's really important that the youths growing up now, the young Machels, the young Destras, Bungies, they know.
Yeah.
They learn this and they carry the knowledge with them.
Well, the knowledge is power, and back in our days, like up to this point, you know, we don't have somewhere we could walk in and learn Sparrow's story. You know, I will go up at Rama and see Kitchener, a couple of Kitchener suits and a couple of his trophies and his records, and you know, Colonel would always tell me, yes, they have a museum in you know, in you know, so you know, I again, Lady is the one running this, you know, Lady Montano, as we move into the new monk, you know, monk era. The mission of new knowledge, you know, the music of new knowledge, the movement of new knowledge.
Well, I keep asking how to introduce it because it used to be Machel Montano HD.
Well, I am everything.
You're everything.
As I was gonna say, you don't get rid of your past when you create the future.
Exactly.
This is mapping the past onto the present, onto the future. You fold it in and you get a pyramid.
And you get a monk.
3 triangles.
Monk Monte.
Monk Monte.
Alright.
Monk Monte.
You gotta say it like you got a little accent.
Anything else you want to tell us about, I know I can't give it too much, but anything else you want to tell us about Machel Monday?
Machel Monday will be one of the most spectacular ones. 3 hours, I say again, and it's going to be a huge show. The collabs going to be out of this world. The guest artists, we already have 60% booked. You know, you will see some of the records being released. You know, you could go through the Instagram and you will know who I've been working with. You never know who will end up on the album. Everything is a work in progress, and this album is going to be one of the most special ever, because I think, you know, we just at that point again in music, right? We're not there yet, but we're in motion, and we do it with the fans together with them. You know, we take constructive criticism, and you know, it's what we focus on. So on that night, we ain't trying to get too much into the foo-foo. Straight out the gate, is a 20-minute segment of the past, then 20 minutes of the present, then 20 minutes of the future.
Wait, you don't tie up to Machel Montano on Monday in your head already?
All the
It's
songs
finished.
and everything written out already, done.
Nice.
First time ever, you know. I'm hoping to have my album out before Christmas because people always complain no music to buy. So first time ever, we are ahead of the curve. We've been very, very focused. We sacrificed a lot. New management team, big up Che, Nate, Dream Machine. You know, everybody who working hard. You know, big up Marvin, Leon, the whole team. You know, the producers. You know, KC, London, Kobayashi. I mean, everybody right now working on extra time because we understand the vision, we share vision, and we feel that the timing is right. This is our time right now, you know?
Marshall, on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago, behalf of the world,
and all your fans,
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Once more on your Soul Train Award.
Yes, sir.
And we have a lot of
international performance.
On our Soul Train Award, you know, this is an award for the Caribbean, this is an award for Trinidad and Tobago, this is an award for soca lovers because we come in. We coming to come actually.
We coming hard,
we
like
coming to come hard.
Well, Monte, thanks for passing through.
AKA Spider-Man.
We know that they came straight from work last night, overnight. They had breakfast with us at about people don't know what is going on.
Head into the gym.
And straight through the day again. Starts all over.
Head into the studio and then head into the studio again.
24/7.
You know, we love you, Trinidad and Tobago, and the rest of the world loves your music. And thank you for representing and just making great music every year.
And I'm having my birthday party this year on Instagram.
Yeah.